I've been sabotaged. How about you? I think we all get sabotaged from time to time, and it's our own fault. You see, we have habits, and our habits are ways of doing things. The reason they're called habits is because you habitually do them without thinking. Some people call them paradigms. Paradigms a collection of habits, as Bob Proctor told me. But what are you doing right now? I know you're watching my video right now is because I'm talking to you, but what are you doing in your life, in your world, in your business right now that's actually sabotaging you? Sometimes it's the stories we tell ourselves. We all have a BS story that we tell each other, tell ourselves about why we're not doing something. I was sitting here earlier today, I was going to do this video earlier, and I came up with all kinds of reasons why I couldn't do it. But here I am and I'm doing it. Why? Because I decided this is something I'm doing. I made a commitment to someone who's a friend and a mentor that I was going to do a video every day for 30 days. So I have to get over the recovering perfectionist that I am, get over myself and just do the video. So I decided today to talk about habits and how habits impact our time and our productivity. If you want to be more productive and you're not sure where to get started, go to success-innovations.com/clarity. That'll give you a chance to book a 30-minute talk with me. Links to my calendar. It'll show up in your calendar when you accept it. And we can talk about maybe what stories you're telling yourself, what habits you're using that are getting in your way. Maybe it's something simple like your morning routine. And I'm be doing a video on morning routine tomorrow. How are you starting your day, and what are you doing in your day, in your week, that's holding you back, that's not allowing you to get as much done as maybe you should, as maybe you could? And I don't mean working longer hours. Believe me, I for a long time was the king of working as many hours as I possibly could, and that's not a good thing. So think about and you maybe aren't even aware of it, right? Because if you think about it, what hand do you use to brush your teeth? Same one every day. What hand do you use when you're writing, when you're signing your signature? Probably the same hand every day. It's not until we're forced often to do something differently that we change. Now, I remember my grandma, she was born left-handed. Now, this is my grandmother, so this is a long time ago. But in the schools back then, they beat the kids, beat them physically, to teach them not to write with their left hand, because the belief back then, based from religious teachings, that the left hand was the devil. So you beat the kids until they learned to use their right hand, and that was her experience in school. You use your right hand, that's the only thing you can do. But later in her life, when she was in her 70s, Grandma had a stroke, and it had a big impact on the right hand side of her body. But what was interesting to all of us was, as she recovered, her right hand was still not easy for her to use at all. But she picked up a pencil with her left hand and began to write like she'd been doing it her whole life. Now, this is probably in the neighborhood of 60 plus years since she was beaten till she could use her right hand. But suddenly when the world shifted and changed and she was forced to not be able to do it this way, she went right back to using her left hand. And I'm using that as a story to illustrate how things can change in your world. And I wouldn't want anything that extreme to happen to anyone. Grandma went on to live a pretty happy life for the rest of her time after that, because she learned to adapt. What can you change in your world right now? What things could you change to make you more productive now, so that you have more time to do other things, so that you're not working those 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, like a lot of entrepreneurs are. So if you want some assistance in figuring out some ways that you can change, some things you can do differently, go to success-innovations.com/clarity, and that'll take you to a calendar page where you can book time with me, 30 minutes, and we can talk about what we can do, how we can shift some things in your world to help you get more done, But more importantly, get more time back for the important things in your world, like spending time with your family, spending time with your kids, being able to go out and enjoy some things that aren't work, being able to leave your phone behind when you go to do some of these things because you're not tied to that phone. success-innovations.com/clarity and book a 30-minute call. We'll figure out some ways to get you more productive, doing more things you want to do, and having more time to do a lot of the things you'd love to do. We'll see you in the next video.